Alright guys, firstly welcome back to Twitter Crypto for another video, and in today's video we're going to be jumping into Slothana because we can see a potential move that could be happening imminent. So if you haven't done so already guys, do me a favor, give me a like, subscribe, hit the bell notifications to be updated with all my latest videos. But let's dive into the video. So first of all, with Slothana, it looks like their Twitter account is once again running smoothly with constant updates, which is absolutely amazing. Furthermore to that, they've also been listed on quite a few exchanges, and more exchanges is due to come in for Slothana, which means if we then take a look at the price chart and the charts in general, as we can see here guys, we did reach as high up as 6 cents. That is freaking phenomenal, which means we've been burning quite a few tokens, along the way. However, due to being on exchanges, etc., people are dumping their coins a little bit because they've been collecting all their profits from all the way from over here, wait for the listings, then boom, we've dropped. In fact, we've actually dropped around about 18% from around about the body here. We could say possibly 25% from the top of the wick, but due to us being listed on exchanges and tokens being burnt, guys, there will be a scarcity coming in for Slothana, which means we could see a huge price action coming in for Sloth. How much higher can we go? Well, guys, we're not quite sure where we can see ourselves, but I wouldn't be surprised if we do see around about $1 mark for Slothana in this bull run. We might even go even much higher. So that means if we get to $1 from the current price, that would take Slothana in terms of percentage in gains to that $1 mark. Well, brace yourself for this one, guys. It's going to be pretty sick one. So from the current price to that $1 mark is just under 2000%. That is almost 20 times your initial trade. Obviously, depending where you entered, if you've been hodling since the launch of the pre-sale, then congratulations guys, you're going to be in a major profits. However, not everyone's going to be as fortunate as the rest of us who got in during the pre-sales. But even if you entered anywhere along about here, that is great. But it's all about guys accumulating tokens and adding more to your bags. So whenever we did, take this as an opportunity to be able to load a lot more of Slothana tokens. So once we do see a huge move coming in, you'll be in a massive gains. So that's the keynote, guys. Add a lot more to your bags in order for you to take part in this crazy bull season coming in. That's what I reckon. I reckon quite possibly minimally we could go up to $1. We could even reach much higher, but we just have to wait and see what goes on in a world of Sloth. But once again, guys, if you do follow their socials, you would be able to see all the other news that's coming in for Sloth. And on top of that, if you were to also follow their Twitter X account as well as their Telegram, you'll be updated with all what's been going on with Slothana. In fact, what I would love to do, I've been overstretched, I'm not going to lie guys, I've got too many hands in too many different cryptos. So if I was to start all over again, you can find like maybe 2-3 tokens, including Slothana for instance, as we're using this one as an example. You could be adding a lot more to your bags each time that it drops, and also if you can also DC your way in as often as possible, that way you'll be able to carry a lot more bags, and once we do see that blast to the moon, you'll be even in more profits. So we're not too far off guys from the all-time highs from here to there. You'd be looking at, yep, about 19, maybe if you look at the top of the wick, about 23%. And once we do clear this level, guys, I reckon the first step would be is to hit the first 10 cents. The reason why, because once we do hit that magic number of 10 cents, we would have burnt 10 million once we do hit that 10-cent mark, guys. So that will be the magic number. Once we do hit that 10 cents, we may see a slight little pullback. So that pullback could be something along the line of something like this. Let's pull out the arrow. Fantastic. Right, okay. So we could be looking at firstly break above this level here, something like that. Then a pullback. And then once I do see that pullback, I might just go in for a trade, in fact, and target up towards that 10-cent mark. Again, that'd be quite a decent trade regardless, because from this level to this area there, the 76% move to the upside. But if you're adding more to your bags over here, and you haven't got any Slothana and you just want to make a trade, you can still make the case of entering where we are right now with the target of that 10 cents, and that'll give you 107, 108% move to the upside. You've already 1x in your portfolio. But once we do hit that 10 cents, we could see a pretty strong reaction, maybe back at 50% on this move if we're roughly around about here. Once we do break above the 10 cent, we could see us probably going quite parabolic and continue to push our way high. But we still got to wait and see, once that happens, and see how we react once we do break above that 10 cent mark, providing we don't see this halfway correction of this massive move from 5 cent to 10 cent. We could pull back halfway, but if we don't pull back and we just go like shooting to the moon, then just make sure that you're carrying as much stuff on the coins as possible. And then once we do see that slow off on the top, just make sure you check the volume. If you see the volume here dipping, something like this, let's say that this level of volume is dropping like that, but it's somewhere here, then yes, guys, it might be worth you taking some profit out. And then once and if we do come back further, the profit you're taking out, you can always reinvest back into Slothana, so you have more bags. So once we do bounce off like a certain level, you can go in with more Slothana tokens and see you all in that $1 mark. Even though I reckon $1 mark is only, it's just a prediction, but it is something that I do truly believe that it is more than doable. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if we see us going even much more higher than that. And if you haven't done so already, head over towards my YouTube channel, subscribe, scroll down, check out my last few videos, and I'll see you all in the next one.